Hello friends, Marcy here, and I'm anxious to catch up on some of my ink swatching with you. These are two of the newest inks that I've received from Jet Pens. This is the Sailor Hara and the Rohrer Klingner Alt Goldgren, which I'd already had a sample that was actually included in a bundle from Goulet, and it came with this Sailor Compass 1911 pen, and I used it, and I like it. It's a perfect match for this pen, so I had to order another bottle because I like it, and I'll swatch that with you today. And there's the little story of how that came about, but I love greens. It took me a while to order it. I was really into the olive greens there for a while. Anyway, inks to share today. Two are from Dominant Industries, and these were, again, inks from the fall that I had purchased before we packed up for the house remodel and projects and all. So I dug those out, and here we go. Let's do it. So first we have the Dominant Industry. This is Painter Series, but I don't see the color on the box, so let's get into look at the bottle. And the bottle is one of the main reasons why I ordered this, because I think the bottles are just adorable. Oh, look, it's packed with its own little bag, drawstring bag. It says Dominant Industry there. I love that. It even has a pearlescent colored shiny drawstring. I love attention to detail and how companies can make their products so special. I mean, you order it for what's inside, but I do enjoy the extra. So Pearl Series, and let's see. Oh my goodness, there's something I cannot pronounce. Can you, let's see if I can focus in on that. Les Nymphéas, Les Nuages. Okay, that was my attempt. Now it's your turn to make yours. Oh, my bad. It does say the name on the side of the box. I just failed to look, and it says number 027 Pearl. Okay, so anxious to get into this beautiful bottle. Isn't this so cool? It looks like a little light bulb, and the glass is like solid at the bottom. Really, really beautiful bottle. Okay, so we have, oops, extra layer of protection here, which is always appreciated. Oh, and this fell out of the box, a little pipette. That will come in handy. Wow, look at all the extra goodies. Love it. I am one to really appreciate the beauty of a jar or a bottle. I will buy a candle. Well, first I have to smell it and see if I like it. A lot of candle scents I don't care for, especially food candles. I do not like food scents on candles or any kind of scents. But a candle jar, the beauty of it will catch my attention, and I will often purchase it just for the jar. So, and then after the candle is done, I'll reuse the jar for another purpose. Wash it and reuse it. Keep that beauty going. All right, so I'm going to cap this a minute because I don't want an oopsie. And I'll copy the name on the box. So this is Dominant Industry. I do not have enough room on the two lines of this. Swatch book label area to record the full name. If I record the brand and the color name, I run out of room. That's the only drawback to this, but it's nice to have all the colors on one page to glance at, a page at a glance. That's why I like the card system as well. So, how'd you do on your pronunciation attempt? Did you get it? So this says Pearl Series, and I kind of expected, oh, Okay, friends, I'm admiring the look of like clouds in a bottle here of this blue ink. And I'm thinking, Pearl Series, wait a minute. I expected to see some shimmer. And I turn my bottle upside down and look, there's the shimmer. It looks like a purple shimmer. So I'm going to do this again and show you what the color looks like without the shimmer and what the color looks like with the shimmer. So I don't know. Can you make a mistake and then laugh at yourself like I can? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that one. So at least we know we have two possibilities of color in this ink bottle. That just makes it that much more special. Here I'm going on about admiring the bottle and attention to detail with all the product, and I'm still looking for my shimmer. Okay, so while that is drying, I hope it, yeah. While that's drying, I'm gonna get the name. I tried writing this and I wasn't seeing a lot of shimmer here, so I closed the bottle and did another shake. Okay, third time's a charm. I'm going to try once more to get some good shimmer here. I can see it on the bottom of the bottle, but apparently it settles very quickly. So, oh, I shook it too much. See the bubbles? I'm trying to really get that mixed up. Let's see if we can get down, if we can get some shimmer here. Oh, or pearl, actually. It's the Pearl series. Let's see what kind of pearl we can see appear here on the page. Again, I'm going to write the dominant industry. And I just changed the angle of my nib because I realized I was putting down quite a bit of ink here with the lower angle. That's how easy this is to manipulate. Just by changing the angle of your nib, you can vary the line width. All right, so third time's a charm. I hope you're still with me on this because we have more inks to go. I did not shake the bottle. I shook the bottle, and then I really shook the bottle. So I do see, and now that it's drying, I do see some purple lines here in the middle of the ink swatch. And then where it pooled, I see some pearl shimmer right up here in the corner, but not a lot. And that may be a good thing, especially for those people who do not like to use shimmer inks in their pens for fear of clogging. So you could have those little spots of beauty without worrying about too much shimmer. And as it dries more in the angle, I can see more shimmer glitter on the surface of the page here. So, wow, that was fun. 3 swatches for 1 ink. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next dominant industry. This says number 007. It is, again, a Pearl series, and it's called Natural Green. So this box is different. It's actually sealed. Let me get my knife and cut into the label. There we go. Okay, and again, this one it's packaged in a bag, and the pipette, all the goodies. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, the top label, it does say 25 ml. I didn't notice that on the other bottle. It probably said it and I just missed it. Pearl Series, look at that gorgeous green. And it looks like the shimmer is also a green or gold green. If it's a golden shimmer, it has been saturated with the green color. If it's a silver shimmer, it also looks saturated, or it's a green shimmer. Looking at it through this gorgeous bottle. Love this bottle. It's heavily weighted on the bottom, which is, you know what, I bet that could be a plus for if you tend to accidentally tip your bottles. It's bottom heavy, which would be a plus for anyone having a klutzy moment. All right, let's open up this natural green and see what we got going on. This one has a seal across the lid. The other one did not. Okay. Okay, I do want to look at the liquid without shaking it. Oh, look at that. It's like an evergreen. Beautiful color, like a dark olive with that bright tree green to it. All right, now let's do a shimmy shake and get the shimmy shaken. I guess the smaller particles, they're very fine. The finer particles probably float a lot more and settle. Okay, here we go. So if you notice the angle of my nib, as I lay it on the paper, I have this very wide, it's almost like you're using a paintbrush. You can control the width of your line. And as I hold it upright, we have a finer writing line. Natural green. Now that's perfect. Name for this ink. Natural green. All right. So let's wait a minute for this to dry and see what kind of shimmer we can find. All right, I do have a pooling, pick up something to point with. I do have a pooling here of ink that's still wet, but where it's already dry down here at the bottom. Oh, look at the beautiful shading too. The light green in the middle to the dark green. So not only do you get the shimmer, you get the shade, which I love shading inks, especially with a broad or stub nib. But I do see the shimmer here. It is gorgeous because it's not too heavy. It's enough to be noticed without being overpowering. All right, let's move on to another green, which is the Rohrer Klingner, get all my sounds in there, Alt Goldgren, which is a bottle purchase after having, loving, and using a sample. So let's go to the page. Lovely shade of green. I'm thinking this would look fabulous. Even though I love it in the Sailor, it's like the perfect match. It would also look good in my Estabrook Junior that I have in the I think it's called Palm Green. Oh, I rinsed my nib. I should not have done that. I'm talking preoccupied. And here we go. This is going to be some kind of name to fit on here. All the letters. Rohrer and Klingner. Alt Goldgren. And I know there's another way to say that with an accent, and I don't have it. So I'm also noticing some places on my page where my ink is not adhering to the page, and that's because I had previously put lotion on my hands, and I got my blotting paper to put under my hand when I was writing, and I forgot to place it. So now I'm running into those areas where I've laid my hand lower on the page, and I'm having the ink repel from the oils in my lotion. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Okay. Let's take a peek. Look at the shading in this ink as well. There's a lot of gold in here where it's heavy, hence the name. And I think it means, I think a meaning is it's antique gold green. I may be mistaken. If you know any better, please put it in the comments and help me learn more about this ink. All right, one more ink share for today. This is the Sailor Shikiori Hara Hara, which was my most recent, in my most recent Jet Pens order. And I love these little Sailor bottles, the square shape. Again, the shape of bottles and jars can really appeal to my eye as a piece of artwork. I love shapes, differences. I love the uniqueness. So this Hara Hara is gorgeous. It's like a lavender, but it has like a blackberry or some kind of plum. It's a dusty color. That's what it is. Dusty blackberry. That's its new name for me. So I did it again. I rinsed my nib before I wrote my letters. So we will nickname this Dusty Blackberry. But it's really Sailor. Sailor. Guess I could put the Shikiori in there. And the Hara Hara. That name is almost as fun as my Sailor Manyohaha. Okay, wow. This is a page of beauty. I'm really liking the way that this Warangle paper allows the inks to shade. And again, this was without shaking the shimmer and after shaking the shimmer and giving it 2 more tries because I was really looking for some shimmer in that bottle, and it tends to be very light. All right, in this Dominant Industry green, again, the shimmer is not overpowering. I can see it there. It almost looks like a golden pink shimmer. I hope the light is allowing you to see that. But in the letters, the shimmer I'm seeing is like a silver. In this Rohrer Klingner, oh my goodness, the beautiful shading on this ink is just amazing. Sailor Shikiori Hara Hara. Look at the shading. So many shades from light to dark in that ink. Gorgeous. Well, I'm very pleased with these purchases, and I really appreciate you for spending some of your precious moments with me in finding a thing of beauty. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.